Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you've been noticing about Friday Night SmackDown, but SmackDown has been pretty mid recently. There's literally nothing going on that show except the Bloodline. Now, I'm sure you guys know that last night's SmackDown was a taped show. Why was it a taped show? Because WWE was going on tour in Japan. SmackDown will be back to live action next Friday when they go to Cleveland for SummerSlam weekend. WWE has been on fire recently, with Monday Night Raw being so good, NXT surprisingly being so good, but SmackDown, not so much. What has happened to Friday Night SmackDown? Like, seriously, what has happened to that show? Remember the time where SmackDown was in Chicago? It was like a month ago, where we had CM Punk and Drew McIntyre continue their rivalry over there. Then we had the debut of Jacob Fatu. Then we had some excellent Money in the Bank qualifying matches on that show. And the crowd was on fire that night. And also remember the time where they went to Madison Square Garden, where Paul Heyman refused to acknowledge Solo Sikoa as the tribal chief? I get it. I get why SmackDown is not as good as it is right now. We're getting these shows out of the way just to get to SummerSlam, which is going to change everything. Last night, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, the only important thing on that show was that Gauntlet match. The Gauntlet match started off with Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin versus Legado del Fantasma. Now, I'm going to be completely honest here. Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews, they actually work well as a tag team. So they beat Legado del Fantasma, that's Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. They're eliminated. Pretty Deadly came out because they were the next team in this Gauntlet match. And I get that they're trying to be entertaining, but they waste a lot of time. So Pretty Deadly are eliminated by Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin. The next team is the Street Profits. That's Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, along with B-Fab, in their corner. Now the Street Profits, come on. You can't sleep on the Street Profits. They're an awesome tag team. So the Street Profits actually beat Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews. And the final team to come out of this Gauntlet match was the Bloodline. Now originally, this was supposed to be Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, but they replaced Tongaloa with Jacob Fatu. And the other reason is, and WWE is not going to reveal it, but I'm going to reveal it, the reason why Tongaloa was not in that match because of his wrestling performance. And I've seen clips of Tongaloa actually wrestling, and my god, that dude is so bad. Anyways, the number one contenders of the WWE Tag Team Champions are the Bloodline, as they will face DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano for the titles next week on SmackDown. And knowing the Bloodline, they will be winning those tag team titles. But that's step 1 of the Bloodline. What about step 2, heading into SummerSlam, with Solo Sikoa challenging Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship? Step 2, it's not going to go well, as SummerSlam will be remembered for the return of Roman Reigns. But it's not just going to be Roman Reigns, it's going to be the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, and Jimmy Uso. And this is exactly what SmackDown needs. And once we get into the SmackDown after SummerSlam, oh boy, things are gonna change. But you're probably asking, what else happened on the show? Well, not much. Bayley and Michin teamed up against Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. LA Knight went one-on-one with Santos Escobar, which was a pretty good match. And this part right here, I'm like, why did they even do this? Austin Theory and Grayson Waller called out this guy, Terrence Crawford. They called him out because they wanted him to apologize for helping out Cody Rhodes. And I was seriously like, I'm so done with this show. Can we just get to SummerSlam already? If you like that segment, good for you. If you didn't like it, I don't blame you, because that segment didn't need to be on the show. I'm sorry, but I literally cannot take anything seriously if they're doing stupid stuff like that. Now I get why they did it, because they wanted to promote Terrence Crawford versus another dude at some boxing event. But like I said earlier, that segment did not need to be on the show. All in all, that was SmackDown this week. This show needs Roman Reigns, and it needs some great storytelling. Last night's SmackDown kind of reminded me about the times that Vince McMahon was booking the shows. But Vince McMahon ain't here anymore, and it's only Triple H, so we can't blame Vince McMahon anymore. But don't worry, guys. Once we get to SummerSlam, and after SummerSlam is over, I'm sure SmackDown is going to be so much better. So what did you think of SmackDown this week? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, tap the notification bell for more videos, follow me on Twitter at Ethan Socho, and I'll see you in the next one.